good.
Looks like we're live. Welcome everybody to our regular city council meeting. Tuesday, August 20th. We welcome those in the audience. Good crowd, and we welcome those on YouTube. So appreciate you taking some time being with us tonight. We started our meeting tonight, or our session tonight, with a work session at 5 o'clock. Talked about residential infill ordinance amendment, and we're still working hard on that. So you're probably not going to see the final vote on that this evening. So we'd like to start right into our meeting with item number 2 is our roll call. Amy?
Mayor Allen?
Here?
Councilmember Christiansen?
Here.
Councilmember Zishan?
Here.
Councilmember Parkinson?
Here.
Councilmember West?
Here.
Councilmember Thomas?
Here. Great. Everybody present tonight. Everybody present and healthy. Right. Okay. Good to have everybody here. Thank you so much for your attendance. Item number 3 is our pledge of allegiance. We all rise. Repeat pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks to all of you who participated in our pledge of allegiance. We welcome all of you. Thanks for taking an hour or so out of your busy schedule to join us tonight. Let's move that now to the consent item. Approval of tonight's agenda, item 5.1. Amy, you would like to remove item 7.1 from tonight's agenda. As I said, a lot of discussion in our work session on that. Motion by orders 2405, approval of amendment to chapter 17.10. A lot of discussion. A few more changes that we'd like to see our attorney put into that ordinance, and so we'll try in 2 weeks. We'll have some more discussion on that. We want to get it right. Very important. We want to get it right, and so we're not going to prove anything that's not quite ready for us at this time. So other than that, everything will be the same. And item 5.2, approval of August 6, 2024. Council meeting minutes, any changes or corrections? Seeing none. You want to oppose to approving those 2 items? Seeing none, we'll approve those by general consent. Item number 6 is citizen comments. The citizen comments out there. We'll go right to recurring business, which we will skip. We'll go to 7.1. We'll go to new business. Item number 8. This is exciting business right here. 8.1, motion resolution 24-10. The resolution approving amendment number 1 to the interlocal agreement with Beaver Basin Water Conservancy District for metering technology support service.
Okay.
Mouthful, Tom.
Yes, this is essentially a change in our interlocal agreement with Weaver Basin to not only allow for the metering of our water and that, but to work with the AMI system, but to also allow for the customer portal to be included in that interlocal. That was not in the original interlocal, so we needed to bring it to you for approval for that component of the agreement. Essentially, that's what this is tonight.
Okay. Everybody had a chance to read over that, and hope you understand that. Any questions, council, or on that? We're getting so close, aren't we?
We are. I've got yeah, I'll give you a couple little updates right now after you vote.
One thing, on clarification on that one, it did say that even there's a customer portal that would be worked through, but that's still, the customer portal would be managed through the city, not through Weaver Basin. So I wanted to make sure that we were clear on that as the public, that we understand that it will still go through the city.
Yes.
Even though it's through that system.
Yes. Yes.
And what a great tool that used by our citizens as they work with the city about any questions on water bills, water usage, and things like that.
Yes.
I like that, but it's still staying within our city. that our residents feel that the city is directly involved with it, it's not an outside.
Yeah, if anyone has questions on how to run the portal or how to access things or any of that, that will come through our team. Weaver Basin is just a clearinghouse for the data gathering and linking it into our platforms for accounting and other components. And yeah, I'm going to give you an update on all this AMI stuff.
Is there any chance you could do like a video that you could put on another page of how to get your customer portal up and going? So that people can walk you step by step and see all the
Yes.
things.
Yep. What we want to do is work with our specialist in Tannen. And we're going to do to that point. Absolutely. You bet, Jill. We would like to do a point by point how-to video and do it as simple and clear as we possibly can. So people, you pick up your phone, turn on your phone. This is how you do it, and really do a nice training on how that can be done, as well as some printed information and yeah. So yeah, that's a great that is a great idea, Jill. Love it. None. No tongue in cheek or puns allowed.
Okay, any other question, comment? In that case, I'm going to take a motion.
Move to approve,
Second.
Jeff had the easy part on that.
We have a motion and a second, any further discussion? This is a resolution which will require a roll call vote. Amy?
Councilmember Parkinson,
yes.
Councilmember West,
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas,
Yes.
Councilmember Christiansen,
Yes.
Councilmember Zishan.
Okay, great, thank you very much. We look forward to report on that. Item 8.2, we have a presentation, Weaver County Sheriff's Quarterly Report. We have our lieutenant with us. He's traveling the world on vacation. He's been at the Weaver County Fair. He's just been everywhere.
Few places here and there.
And here he is back with us now for full time and let report for us.
Good to be back. So yeah, just had a couple of things. We went, this is obviously for April through June, second quarter. We had the Terrace days. We provided 9 deputies for that throughout the day, and there weren't really any major incidents from what I understand. It was a little minor skirmish in the park. We took care of that. Kind of an item of just interest for y'all. The street crimes unit, we temporarily absorbed them into patrol so that we could utilize them on patrol just until we can get our staffing back up a little bit. So we're trying to get some of our new hires through training and whatnot. So that happened. Oh, sorry. I think I had a shake earlier that got me on children. So I have a good tongue too, so but anyway, the street crime unit was absorbed into patrol June 22nd. Some of our stats that we had from the last 5 years. A couple of things of interest though. This year, calls for service for this quarter compared to last year was down 14.2%. The year prior, it did go down about 10.5%. Some of the notes that I put at the bottom, there was a typo there. So the 5-year outlook showed that 2021 and 2022 were high years. 2020 was relatively the same as this year. There was a decline from 2022 to 2023 for
which was a 10.5% decline leading into this last year, which is 14.2%. So steadily going down the last couple of years. Speculation over that, you know, I don't really have any hard facts as to what the reasoning was, but I don't know if it was COVID in 2020. And as you know, that's an impact throughout our communities for probably a year or two after that. So that could be some of that speculation. Just a few calls that we had that were items of note. We had a male was wanted fugitive and on the run for 9 months. He was picked up at Terrace in here in Terrace. That led to a warrant for his arrest and a search on the apartment, which led to fentanyl pills and meth and heroin. Also another case where a male and a female, which were former Ogden Trace members, were reported to be staying in the Terrace. The female had a no barrel warrant for her arrest for shoplifting, and the female was picked up on that warrant. And then the last thing that I pulled up was a male and female were stopped for not stopping for a crosswalk, and that led to a search on the vehicle after canines. And we confiscated, not anything major, but kind of leads into what we're trying to do over the next few days with the crosswalk awareness, which some of you may have heard about. So we're trying to bring some awareness with the school starting and what's going on in the communities as far as kids traveling to and from school to be a little more safe. And I believe it was eyes up, phones down is what we're looking for.
Phones down, eyes up.
Phones down, eyes up. So we're going to be out as much as we can here in the Terrace tomorrow. Of course, we have other areas that we're covering as well, but we're going to try to really bring some awareness to the crosswalks. That's everything I have. Do you have any questions for me?
Good question. Appreciate you.
What's the staffing school? Just one officer of each?
Yes, it's cool. So there is a new House bill, and that's part of what our adjusting is our efforts. We actually have to pull the deputy from the Weaver Center out into the schools, and we've had to pull a couple of others from other places. We've really it's been a challenging time trying to get people to fill the schools because this new House bill requires that we have them in the schools all for the full time that they're assigned to the schools. So
That could be two problems that. Yeah.
correct, yes. We actually put a hiring out for laterals for school resource officers specifically. So that we could actually have people come straight into that position. Normally they would hire on and, work the goal first. But just because of the nature, and this isn't just us, but this new House bill, so there's a lot of people, other agencies and whatnot that are trying to fill those positions as well. So it's definitely a little in trying to staff the schools as much as we can, so. For sure. Yeah.
The school guardian concept that Sheriff, actually saw an article in television about as well. Is that going to, school guardian have to leave some of these officers within school, or will they still be required?
Those are in addition to.
That is the ongoing process.
Correct. Yes. As you probably know, we're going to be quite a part of that as well, so for training.
Need a lot of numbers.
Definitely need more than we have. We're working on
So
that.
these are not only these are my print.
Yeah. I'm not sure on the exact particulars on elementary schools, how that long-term works. But, I mean, it's not that we have to have a full-time deputy in every single school. It is right now, it is the middle, for junior high and high schools. And the others can be secondary, but that, I don't know enough about the new House bill on that, and what it's looking like projected into the future, where, I'm not over the schools, but, that's something I can look into.
No, the resource officers, if there was an incident, would the resource officer be able to respond? Remember, they have to be solely staying with the school.
They're supposed to be solely staying with the schools. There would be some exceptions, of course, with the extreme circumstances, so depending on the severity of what's going on in the neighborhood, you know, obviously there would be, it would be, but it would be only in very rare circumstances.
If I come to the school, there are resource officers really do have students, staff there, I think you would like to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't think, you know, there's nothing bad about what's coming down from this stuff. I think that there's a lot of good thinking forward steps that are being made. It's just going to take some time to adjust, so.
And probably doing money.
Oh, for sure.
From the legislature.
Yeah, nothing's free, right?
Right, okay. Yeah, Cal, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. All right, let's move on to item number 9, council communication with staff. Michael, start with you tonight.
I've got nothing.
Yeah, nothing, okay, Jeff?
I've just been getting some good feedback on the Connect fiber project, people switching over and having good experience with that.
Good.
I've had like half dozen people comment on it this week. So,
I'm part of the family.
yeah. So,
Or are you on?
I'm on.
Are you lit?
see what you would. Some people, yeah, we're actually gonna bring my mother-in-law, first she didn't know how to spell internet.
We're gonna get her a gig, huh?
So we save $100 a month getting her off with internet, put her on. Just needs, you know, cameras and stuff. So there has to be a Wi-Fi and she needs her internet. She doesn't know why, but we do. So,
You know, I appreciate getting some positive feedback on that. Because generally what I hear is someone who's having a challenge with some situation, but they've been fairly minimal. But I'm glad you're having a good experience.
yeah, so I passed that along, same thing. I always hear when something's wrong. It's nice when somebody says, hey, this is great.
I'll reach out to Dave and let him know.
I have one bid I recently switched, and that's for an installation bill.
Did you?
Yeah.
Bummer.
I contacted them a month in advance, and I made sure, because I partially work from home time to time. I made sure, like, I was gonna cancel on the 11th. So I told them, like, make sure there's internet, it's fine if it overlaps on the 6th. They're like, oh yeah, 1 month advance, we're good. So they installed I think it's called NAT in the back of the house. It's what connects to their main system. I don't know what it is, apparently it's called NAT. So they installed that like a week from us, oh, everything's going good. So on the 6th, the guy comes in for the final installation. Apparently, there is like fiber in the NAT that is very sophisticated. Anyway, not working. So there's no internet. No. So they went back like, well, we're gonna send you someone there. Nobody. Okay, next day, nobody. And I'm calling, I'm telling them, and they're like, oh yeah, we have installation guy, blah, blah, blah. Then I found a hired guy and I yelled at him. I'm like, dude, I have 1 day left. Tomorrow, my internet, there will be someone end of day today. Nobody.
Oh, no.
The next day I wake up, I have to work. There's no internet. And then I called that same guy, his name is Sebastian. They're like, well, the guy that was coming today, like that morning, he got rear-ended as in hospital. Okay? But then I'm like, okay, you know sorry, long conversation, but if we have to, we'll give you a month service free. I'm like, I don't care, I need internet. Like Monday, 8 AM, someone will be there. So if we're on next week, guess what? There's no one on. And then finally, like the next day, they said it will be 8 AM. There wasn't there anyone until 10. So when the guy for installation came in, there was no connection. So he didn't even tell us. He called their office and they brought someone in. And then they finally. That was my long story. Horrible. But since the connection is good, you know, speed is great. But that process of promising and not keeping promises and waking up and seeing no internet, and then I have to run to the office and I have to watch my kid, it wasn't. But
No, that's
hopefully
unfortunate.
other people don't face that.
Wow. My guy.
There's the bad.
My guy.
Well, thanks, Z.
So what happened to me? I can't even share mine because internet went out and they just, I called them and said, hey, what can you do? And they said, well, hey, we got open, we'll come this week instead of in 2 weeks, connect. And I said, great. So they came that day, he came early, he called and said, I'm early, will you be there in a half hour? And I'll be there.
Man,
Sorry,
I should have used my state council card. I did it.
I know. That was my fault, sure. But I told you, half hour, for your appointment.
Wow.
It's all,
Yeah.
all on.
Oh. Yeah, but it worked great. Yeah.
Good.
I don't need a gig, I just need that little. Take the money. Great, anything else now? That's all. Okay, well, glad you brought that up. And bring back to forward. Okay, Cheryl.
Just a quick follow-up on, from last meeting, about some citizen file. Some fires happened in the communities with the trees and things. I noticed that there have been some of those trees taken down. I don't know whether Mark is responsible for it or just if it's coincidental, but I think it's a constant thing that we need to be aware of. It's the safety issue of fire hazards. Here, so citizens will be on properties. And that relieves Mark from having to be the monitor for them. We'll keep working on keeping them safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, perfect. Perfect. Z?
No concerns. I was just wondering what's the response been like for our non-emergency problems that the news that we started.
On the reporting, I don't know how many we've received, but when I've been out and around, I've given it a go. And instead of just calling Jake, I'll use the platform. It's really clean. It works really pretty slick. My phone isn't set up so that it locates automatically, but you just open up the map and then push the button, send him a picture, description. It works out really pretty slick. I don't know how many numbers we've got on that, but
I mean, if it's not a big trouble, like maybe in our next meeting, just wondering when
Okay.
what people are thinking if they're using it.
Thank you.
I just wanted to, along the lines of Dr. Watson, and thank you to Jake and his team. Yesterday, I had some news, let you know that someone had hit the crosswalk by Washington Terrace Elementary, which is a terrible thing, obviously, because there's high traffic and school starting. And Jake was got on it this morning, texting me, maybe asked about their plan. They found the person who did it, so the season on the floor was fantastic. Really pleased at how quickly he responded and checking the south lights still work, so there is still a safe process.
I appreciate knowing that. I appreciate it when staff just does such a nice job responding and as soon as Jake was aware of that this morning, they were actively trying to figure that out because it's that's a great example of priorities. is, you know, school starting in just a minute. That's the Essentials crossing, they were right on it right away. Maybe, you know, I can't even make one up right now because I don't want to suggest, maybe there was, maybe a soap dispenser fell off in the bathroom at Little Romer. We prioritize everything that comes through our system or that comes into us. This high priority, soap dispenser, not so much, just so that when people are aware that when requests come in, they are put on a priority and respond to it accordingly. But thank you.
Yeah, it's planning for school to start. And it's crazy things, you know, we're down at school. So that's right.
I think interesting to see the traffic tomorrow from the.
Yeah, yeah.
There are times like around 5 p.m. It gets pretty crazy. That's probably more for work.
It'd be crazy. Well, we're only down one school. Out in the west. The west area, the west area, we're down to 3 schools. So. We'll go with that.
Those ours.
Yeah. Right, okay, hey, I had Z kind of started me off with the non-emergency city infrastructure problem report. Got that pulled up right on the website, right on the front page. And a great example of how that could have worked really, really well was the other night, I guess Facebook blew up with, I guess our recent road seal. There's been some issues where gravel was accumulated on the top and people were afraid that the seal was not done correctly. Well, that particular seal, from what I found out, is that's how it kind of works. The gravel kind of works its way to the top. And then 3 or 4 weeks later, we bring the street cleaner out and we sweep up the gravel. Well, as people got on there and got more upset and more upset, the gentleman sent the first picture out and of his road and everybody jumped on it, right? Had he taken a picture, put it onto this, and sent it on, then Jake probably would have got back the following morning and could have reached out to this gentleman with the address, with the picture, know what was going on, and probably could have taken care of that problem. Right. So I came and visited Jake the next day. And I said, hey, we still look like my bill. What are we doing? He said, no. So, street sweepers out right now. Sweeping up these roads, that was kind of the plan. I thought, I drive home and there's a street sweeper right in front of me blocking the road. But, you know, all these people got real excited. So before you get real excited, look on our webpage. Those that are watching us, you know how to do it. Get on our webpage, right there on the front page, new non-emergency city infrastructure problem report. And I've done it a few times, it works great.
Yeah.
Again, you have to pass along. Yeah, I followed up with Ted, and yeah. So try it. You know, try that on the sofa space. On the light down, that maybe is a call the sheriff's department immediately or to somebody, a council member, city hall, we got city hall meeting.
Yeah.
But non-emergency, you know, use that. Please, everybody on watching, please use that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Tom, we're gonna go to you on item 10, administration report.
Okay. While you brought it up, on that, we're doing street sweeping to pick up what's called the fines. The fine gravel, the fine stuff that comes to the surface. And, you know, it's interesting when people out there assume that they understand the process and then get upset. We can save ourselves anxiety personally and as a community is realize that you've got a team here in Public Works that works really diligently to do it right. Like someone suggested, well, tell them not to sweep in the middle of the road. Well, that's part of this process, is sweeping down the middle of the road and cleaning up the fines. But people don't know that. So they look at it and go, well, are you sweeping down the middle of the road? That's not where the gutter is. Well, it's part of the slurry seal or the process that we're doing. So, yeah, let me back up a little bit. Let's talk about road projects. I'm going to save the best news for last. Road projects. Interesting with 300 West. Things are going really, really well. The asphalt, as you guys don't use who have been by the project, a lot of asphalt's going down. Things are looking really good. Today, they were actually supposed to start on from the intersection going north, but it just so happens that Riverdale this morning needed to finish up their slurry seal on the lower part of 300 West. And so we held on that. There is a detour that we have set up for limited access going around through the little narrow Riverdale's road. We've been working in cooperation with Riverdale. So that's kind of a last ditch option to try to get through this area. But with 40th closed going west, and the challenges, especially in the evening, of people trying to get north and west, people have been using 4700 and 44 to go over, and then use 300 going through the construction area to try to use 300 West to go down to Riverdale Road. We have at 300 West, the detour signs pushing people over into Riverdale and down and around through there, but that's very limited. We're going to actually be working with the contractor and some info boards out on Washington to discourage people from going west on 47 and 44, so that we can hold them up there and head them north, go up to 36, go wherever you need to go, but 40th is not going to work either for still another couple of weeks. So we're trying to do traffic control, not only at the bottom of Riverdale, where Riverdale Road and 300 West meet, but also up on Washington and at the construction project itself. So that intersection is the north side of that intersection is going to get worked on as well. So we've got a lot going on. The area from the intersection north, that should only take a couple of weeks, because there's not water, sewer, storm, those things in there that we're having to deal with. So the anticipation is that we'll get it in, get it done, get it gone. It is painful during the process. We've done door to door. We've done door hangers and personal conversations along that limited detour route, as well as personal conversations with the business owners, the Frugal Flamingo and the Terrace Depot. Thank you. And Terrace Depot, Jake has had conversations with them personally to help them understand. We'll have signage that businesses are accessible, but we know that as with any of these projects, it will be an impact. But we're trying to do what we can to control the situation down there as best we can. Any questions on that? Okay. Okay, phones down, eyes up. Phones down, eyes up. We're going to try to actually kind of promote that going on throughout the year. Phones down, eyes up makes sense for all of us. We were talking in staff meeting today. I think all of us probably are guilty of one time or another driving and messing with the phone. I can't speak for all of you, but I know that many of us, let's put it that way, have made that mistake. And maybe some of us have had some close calls. We want to make it really clear that in a school zone, absolutely don't do it. Don't do it anyways, because we have quite a list of people who have been cited for messing with their phones in Weber County. The sheriff's crew is pretty interested in that. But phones down, eyes up. We're going to have at the crossings tomorrow. We're going to have actually, Carlos has ordered some orange and red balloons that are going to be connected to the cones to add extra emphasis to that. Sheriff and fire team is going to be out there helping us as well. To just kind of make it to where, no, really, we need you to pay attention and at least start it off on a note to help get the word out. You may have noticed our webpage has some banner information on it. I mean Facebook. so that it kind of is, it's out there in front of people to help them understand that they need to be aware of that. So phones down, eyes up, we really want to make that a thing. Romer Park actually will start on Saturday. So they'll be doing the grinding and removal of the asphalt in Romer Park on Saturday. They'll be strategizing. There'll be some strategy involved because we have the little tiny north entrance coming into Romer that's going to be demoed, as well as the any of the old asphalt in the rest of the park is going to be demoed as well, down by the ball diamond, up by the salt storage shed, and that environment in there. So we're going to have to strategize that a little bit so we can get people into Little Romer. We try to keep that so people can get in there, but we know that might be just a little bit of a challenge for a couple days. But that's all starting, like I say, on Saturday with the grinding of the asphalt. Where there is conflicts with baseball games and things, they just have to park up on the football field, soccer field areas, and then just walk down off the hill, and make it work. This project should go along pretty quickly.
They've already started the raise some manhole covers.
Oh, did they? Okay.
They're supposed to work on the fence, start removing the fence tomorrow, replacing the whole fence. So that should start tomorrow. And then they'll start ripping up concrete.
Okay.
Well, I drove on one day in the dirt, but they were able to put dirt in it. I drove on it.
Okay.
But no, yeah. No, that deep.
I don't know, we need to.
Are we rebuilding the asphalt right in front of the salt bins over there?
Down like at the, no, that's not part of the deal.
Okay, because I saw that and I thought, I don't know if it's worth the expense of putting new asphalt in
Right.
front of the salt.
Yeah. Nope, we're not doing that.
No, that fence area is not quite.
Yep, everything outside the fence area to the east and south.
Would it be advantageous for Saturday when it's out there, put some cones blocking that area so people are not, they are aware not trying to get into the parking area, they're not.
Oh, they will be.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be blocking, they'll be making it really quick.
Well, that's pickleball. That, it'll have to.
Is the company doing that, or the city doing that?
They'll do the traffic control on it, the contractor.
And then the baseball people. Schedule. And they will send that out to all of the teams that are invited. And play at home. And as well, teams know that Saturday, but they'll be notified. Don't bring the Grandma Grandpa. They're rolling down the hill, but not hard to get it back up. It'll say going down is not a problem. Going down is not a problem. There will be no handicap parking, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, and that'll be for at least 1 week. It'll be done by the second week.
You know, that reminds me, this is an issue, the Great Lakes, the dunes and the Great Lakes. The largest the dune is actually at the Great Lakes. People go down, they can't get back up. Charge them $3,000 to rescue them, bring them back.
Really? They can't hike back up or
Yeah.
they just, oh,
Yeah, you can look it up, it's
okay,
crazy.
good to know. We'll have to keep that in mind.
Quite as big, but
Right. Okay. This isn't even the best one. Fire engine, the contract is signed, sealed and delivered. They're actually gonna go and not us, they, but the folks that we bought it from will actually be going and picking it up, bringing it back, getting it all detailed and ready to go, and we're taking delivery. They're gonna be driving it down from Oregon. So we got that one. Yep. It looks great. You guys, I think you guys have seen some pictures on it. Did I send it recently? I'll send it out in my weekend review. I'll send a picture of it to remind you guys what it looks like. It's only got like 6,000 miles on it, but they don't truck it anywhere. Like from the factory it was built, they drove her across the United States to get it, to this area. So it's got a few miles on it, but not bad. It's really great condition. Very, very nice. It's essentially a new truck, full warranties, everything. So that is moving forward. I talked with Molly, emailed with Molly today, and she's celebrating the fact that the 19th came, and on the 20th, whatever it was, 20th. Today we signed the contract for that purchase. So away we go.
Thank you, team.
So that's kind of fun. That's a good one. Clay is getting the decal work lined up for that, so that it looks sharp without going ridiculous. So it'll be a nice decaling for that. That is going well. I talked a little bit about traffic control. I think we're good there. Okay, here we go. Drum roll, please. As of today, AMI, all of the antennas are installed. Done.
Yay.
I'm telling you what, we've got some people on our team that have worked so hard, and we are delighted that they have finally got to the end of the row on that. The feedback that I've been receiving, as we kind of have talked about, we have had some very good opportunity to interlace accounts and activity live. And it has been really helpful, because just as the power company can look at your power use and kind of give you an idea of what's going on, our team is familiar enough with water use that they can help guide a conversation on what's going on in someone's home by looking at that data. You can see when a certain leak might start. They can see a trend line, where it's going, and then they also watch for the continual use and are able to reach out to customers, as we've talked about, which is the goal of this, important goal of this program. So way to go, team. Super excited about that. Not to pop that balloon, but right now we're working on needing to lace in the customer portal with Cassell. So everything has to link with our accounting program. That's not a gimme. So the customer portal is going to be a while before that goes live. We're looking late fall, early winter. I didn't realize it was that far out, but nonetheless, things are going really well on us being able to help keep an eye on things with the water meters and all of that. So AMI, it's all installed. So we've been coming down to the landing on that. It's just so neat to see our team and how that planning and that intentional work to be able to be ready for an opportunity when it came. Preparing, and then all of a sudden it's almost serendipitous that the opportunity came and we were able to link onto that with Weaver Basin. So way to go.
Good. Good.
I think that's about all I have up my sleeve today.
Still gotta think of fire truck.
You like the fire truck better?
Yeah, I think you should switch it.
Okay, then the best news is we got a fire truck on the way. It is really good news, because we'll actually,
About the same amount of time. It's been a year and a half.
it's been a minute.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yep.
take them all.
I think you lost that in line with the late fall.
Oh, we totally took it out of its knees.
But
I get it, right? I know, right? It's like, oh my God. Yeah, I could have let that go all night and then bring it back around later on. I hate to, I hate to be the party pooper.
upcoming events, ladies and gentlemen. This Saturday, you've seen the yard signs around. 24th, this community for care half marathon and 5K. Again, you still register. If not, we'll register, I think that morning down at Riverdale Civic Center. That's where the 5K starts, the half marathon. They'll bus you up to the top of Uinta and let you run down and run around and run back. A lot of, we're up. A lot of participants this year, so
Good,
pretty excited about that, so.
good.
Got that, August 29th, planning commission meeting at 6 p.m., that's different one. Sorry about that. September 2nd, Labor Day already, will be closed, and then, our next city council meeting will be September 3rd at 6 p.m. So,
I think there's gonna be a work session.
with,
Yeah, I think so.
but we got more report from them on that. Resolution. That we may do that. Utah League City and Town, September 4th and 5th in Salt Lake City. If you haven't registered, please be attending. And, please try to join us for a couple days. Now there's just 2 days, so that's consensus, so that's kind of cool. I like that idea. Friday, shortly. If you can, if all of you can, please try to get some training, that's good training on this. 17th, city council meeting at 6 p.m. And then the 26th of September, Kansas planning commission meeting. Other than that, nothing else from the county. Anything else from, council members?
We'll go adjourn.
Oh, wow. Second, all fair say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. You're out in the audience. Thank you.
Hang tight, team. Let me see if I can get this off. It is so weird.